Fuck's sake. All right, Josh. Cheers, mate. It's all this putting a thumbnail up and then running the VT and then coming in. I need to remember to hit the mic. But thank you, Josh. We've just had a minute of silence there. I hope everyone's all right. I'm turning right into Benny. But yeah, I got some DNA jammers. I got one DNA, and then I very kindly got gifted this one as a Christmas thank you from a lovely Shrek. So yeah, we've got DNAs galore. So I thought we might as well go along and cheers, Josh, and show people how to do a bit of personalization when it comes to design and stuff. Obviously, you don't have much to play with. It's a tiny screen, so you've got to have the most bang for your buck. So you've got to think about contrast and stuff like that. So don't just think, oh, I can slap an image on there and it's going to look mint, because chances are it's not gonna. Oh, you bastards. But yes, if you are here for serious things, I am going to show you how to do a bit of design on the old DNA250c, because I don't think there's much out there on the 250c. And I had to do quite a bit of digging to find out the pixel ratios and stuff. So it's 160 by 80. So if you think of each of those pixels as a color block, you don't have much to play with. It's going to be blocky. It doesn't matter what you do. It's going to be a little bit blocky, not like fully rounded, or you're going to find it hard to get clean lines. So keep it bold. So we'll have a look at, just have a look to see the process behind it, how to gather images if you don't have any of your own, and stuff such as that. Obviously, you want to keep it open source, free images, if you're going to take any off the interwebs. Otherwise, you're going to land yourself in some shit. Hello, Mr. Mark Rini. Yeah, we would have had like an hour and a half worth of, maybe even we might go longer. We might go longer today, because I want to do some website updates, because we were on all last night, me and Chris, sorting out the new clothing that's hit the website. So just while we in that creative design element, I thought I'd hop on and do something like this. Got a little bit of lilt. You've got to keep refreshed. Always got to keep refreshed. So if I'll just throw up a thumbnail and not mute myself like an arsehole. So brand, and let's have a look in here and pull up the thumbnail. It kind of gives you a little bit of a look into so it's 160 by 80. 160 by 80. So that, like I say, it's not a lot of playroom. So it's going to get fancy. We have to keep our images bold. We've got to think about contrast and fonts. So we'll go through the whole design process on the Evolve software. Hey up me duck, hello sir. What could possibly have made net? I've already done a minute's worth of silence. Don't be saying that. We'll have crashes and all sorts. So what I need to do really is share a screen, isn't it? And then we'll have a look at the entire process, trying to steal free open source images that are quite bold and fancy, dropping logos and stuff on. So obviously not everyone's au fait with Photoshop and stuff such as that. So I will be using Photoshop for this. But you can use all kinds of other things. You could get a free Canva account and create a 160 by 80 canvas and drop all your stuff on there, save it, and then upload it to Evolve. There's all sorts of different ways you can do this, but I'm going to be sticking to Photoshop because, you know. Right, so let's have a look at this. How do you do a screen share? I'm going to have to share my entire screen, then shut this one down. So can we do picture-in-picture? I think picture-in-picture is on there. Online favicon maker, you can. You can do all sorts, but I want to keep it strictly to the beads. I need to brush out and a bit of product in, doesn't it? So I'm going to keep it strictly to Photoshop. There is loads of other ways to do it, like Graham says. He's a bit of a tech guru as well. More so than me, more so. He builds websites and all sorts for a living. Right, here we go. Let's see if I can do this share screen. entire screen, so it will look like a weird little mirror picture until I close this one down. And hopefully I've got no porn tabs open. There we go. So it's going to start looking a bit funky till I close this down, so bear with. I'll just have a little look-see. Yeah, I'm in the corner. Don't put baby in the corner. Let's close this down. Let's open up a Photoshop. Nice little guy swimming in the background. No idea why. See, this is where I made the thumbnail for today. But we don't want that. We don't want that, so we'll just go File, New over on Photoshop. Then it should bring us up our canvases so we can put in the exact amount of pixels. See, it's not much to play with. I've already been playing around with it. So I'll pick that one because it's my recent. So that's one, obviously, it's a tall screen, so 80 wide and 160 long. If I get it right, there we go. Spot on. So we'll create that. There we go. And as you can see, it is tiny. It's much, well, I think it's about 1.5 times the actual screen of the DNA on there. So Control++, so we might as well zoom into that little bugger. And then we're going to have to go on a hunt. We're going to have to go on a hunt for images. So let's do this. Obviously, I can't see comments. I might as well open my phone up while I'm on. And we'll do a bit of Google foo. We'll do some Google. Just opening YouTube so I can see what you guys are saying. Probably mocking us because I did a minute silence for no one. All right, let's have a look. And we'll mute that. I can see it all now, so don't be little shits. I can see us. There we go. So now I can see comments. That's good. We'll go on a bit of a Google hunt. Oh, there's the website. We've been messing about on the editor, creating new things, like I said. So we want 180 by 60. Imagers, 2 seconds, guys. I'll just double check that. Just want to make sure it's right. It's 80 by 160, isn't it? New plank. 80 by 160 images. Free. We'll type in free because it should throw us up some nice things. Not this. I should have tried to Google through before this. And 160 px backgrounds. If I can get it right. That's kind of just throwing us up some loads of simple little things. I'm not going to use that. I did got something the other day. So it's not quite that. It's not quite that. So we'll go back onto this. We'll go back onto here. I'm going to open. I'll put out the little selector tool on. Open. I've been on a right old scrape. Tell you what, we'll find something totally new. What would everyone like to see in the background? I might throw it out to you. What do you want to see? What kind of, let's say, search for icons. Google. No, you cannot see me Google history, Josh. I don't do the pornographies on here because children sometimes nick my laptop. The little scallywags. So I'm going to go for... I did like a blood splattered one the other day, so let's go for bubbles. Bubbles background. 3. And it should bring up loads of things. So go on here. And you want to keep it bold, nothing too detailed if you can. So just work on that concept. You can just scrape images like this. We'll go on this, something nice and simple. Something terribly simple like this. Obviously, you won't get all of this detail, but you should see some bubbles. So we'll save image as. It says it's free, royalty free. Good. Bubbles. Should have saved that as that and then go back into Photoshop, open it up. File, open, and it'll just bring it along on another tab. There we go. There we go. So we've dragged that in. And anyone that's used to Photoshop, you know, you've got to just move it into your chosen. See how pixelated it is? There is ways to reduce that by changing the pixel sizes, so it's a little bit more in fitting. But it's not bad, is it? It's not bad. We're going to shrink it down. Let's shrink it down. Let's find it. Control minus minus minus. Let's get it shrunken down. And rotate it. Give it a little bit of a rotate. 190, that'll do. Then we'll move that back up into there, if it's going to play a ball. There we go. So now we have that. Press enter. You can see it's very pixelated. You're not really going to get past that because of the pixel rates. You're not going to get much better than that anyway. Nothing's going to be like fully rounded. But it doesn't mean you shouldn't personalize. It's still going to be pretty. So we can just do something like that. Get it right, and then if you've got your own logo, if I can find it. So you can do the same there, drag and drop that into the file you want. You can do that. Obviously, we don't want it that big, so we'll open that up. Okay, down the size. And it's going to need shrinking a little bit more as well. And we'll zoom back in, Control plus. It's very pixelated. You can make it less pixelated. You can. But we might do it, because I haven't done a lengthways one yet. Very pixelated. Let's see if we can make that into a smart object. Select, we'll just press enter. See, it's always going to be quite pixelated. It's always going to be quite pixelated. But it's nothing to cry about. Convert that to a smart object. And we should be able to change the pixel, see? No, that's the X and Y position. We need to actually change it. So, image, adjustments. It's been ages, man. Image size, that's what we want. Then we can make it to whatever pixels we want, really. So we can do, what is it? I want to do half again, so another 80 on there. That's 240. 160, 240. We should see a big increase. That there. It should look a bit better. And it does. He says. So we'll go for that upwards. It won't look as shit once it's on its little proper screen. So there we go. Again, it's always going to be pixelated. So don't worry too much about that. I might even put a little board around that. just to make it a little bit bolder. So we can go on now, we can add a black stroke around the outside. And then go on black. Yeah, we'll go for that. And that hasn't seemed to work very well, so I'll just go around and erase some of that shit. Eraser tool. Needs to be restaturized. Yeah, we'll just get rid of the strokes. It looks shit anyway. So we'll hide that. Good. Right, so that's just the basic. So I'll just export that quickly as a JPEG. And then we'll have a look at the actual software. If it'll let me. There we go. It's just running a lot of processes at once. I wouldn't like to say the CPU. See, it doesn't actually look too shabby. So we'll just export that now. So we'll just put evolve 101. I'll save it in that file there. So we've done that. So now, so it does, you know, it looks a bit basic from there, but it will improve. You just don't have many pixels. You don't have many pixels to play with. So theme designer. Obviously, you have to upload this software, the Escribe software. Once it's uploaded, it'll basically look like that. And then you've got to set your own theme, and then you can save them. I think it does, mate. I think it does, Nevins. So we're going to go on theme designer. And you'll see what I mean about like contrast in colors and stuff. Stay refreshed. I might need to find a USB as well for this. I'm gonna have to bear with the old girl. See, it's doing something. I'm going to shut down Photoshop because that uses 100% of the CPU after it's set up, so it uses 100%. Close window. No. So many things. I'll try it now. Someone did say we were going to get tech issues, didn't they, Graham? Someone did say that. Come on. File, new. No, let's not save changes. Let's just give it a kick in the butt. There, we'll give it a refresh. Right, let's see if we can get a theme designer now. It should. It bloody well should. Hello, people. All the people coming in. Hello, hello, hello. I might have to open a theme I've already done, so I don't know what's going on with it. in essence, you just click Theme Designer, it'll open it up so you can get in and have a little playsy about with these. Let's have a look. Let's load a theme. So there's one I did earlier. So they do work. We are just having issues. CPU is going crazy. What else can I shut down? Let's shut all of the Discord down. Let's shut this down. Turn the music off. There. I don't know why it's opened about 3 times. That'll be why. That'll be why. So we'll close that one down. You're going to need one theme designer. So basically from there you click the theme designer and we load an image. So on the desktop, the one we just did. Click on that. Then we'll click on this. Then open it. Yes, it should fit perfectly anyway. And then we'll do it for the next couple of screens as well. Just want to make sure that everything's right with it. And that should be enough. Oh, we'll do the last one as well. So there we go. So from there, we should just screens on the top here, go along the tabs. Screens, so it'll give you different screens. And you can change the colours of all of these fonts and stuff, so that's handy. So obviously we want it looking completely different. So we'll change a couple of these fonts, colours, to black. So you basically highlight the thing you want, go on here, click black, or whatever. If it was a black image and you wanted it white or red, you can do that as well. And we'll move that up a bit. We'll probably move that down a lot. And does anyone use the date feature? I'm getting rid of that. We don't need the date on. We don't need the date. I quite like having the time on though, so we'll leave that on. So you just go through and you mess around with all of the things you've got. So set to black. Okay. Now we cannot really change that. We can change the colour of that. And yes, you can move them about and rejig them if you wanted to. You can have this evolve down here with the DNA above it. So you can do it like that. I don't know why the box work on that is so big. Seems a bit silly. It's a bit big. And I don't think there's any way of shrinking it down. Let's have a look. Nope, you cannot shrink those. So basically like that. So you can see what I mean about the contrast. Different contrasts going on. And you can change all sorts of randoms. I wouldn't suggest changing any settings unless you're fully au fait with what each thing does. And then you just go through and you do it with everything. So we've got the little DNA thing on the bottom there. We'll change it all to black. Just make it custom, you know. Have a play about with what you think is right. Profile 1. But you can rename all of those as well. You can change all the profile names. I'm going to change that to red, just for the crack. And then come down. See, a lot of the screens are too busy. Then we come on here. And then again, just go through, change all your colours so they are prominent. It does help. Yeah, definitely. Evolve definitely wanted their logos nice and large and visible, mate. Sorry, I'm not keeping up with chat so much. I'm just trying to bash through and get all of this. All pretty. Oh, my cat's home. I better let her in. And while I'm letting her in, I can grab. We'll change that to red. So whatever image you're putting behind, like design, I would always suggest going in and making your fonts more visible. 2 seconds, I'll just let Pussycat in and grab a charge cable because that's handy. Come on in, missus. We had an escapee last night. So yeah, go through each screen on here and make those adjustments. And it'll just be a lot more functional and you'll not be thinking, what colour is that? What does that say? Because it'll stand out and make it obviously a contrasting colour to the one behind it. You can do all of these. If it's important to you, make it a standout colour. So if the wattage is hyper important, then change that to red. Just go through, make all these changes. It's not hard. There's some great functions on this Escribe software. If I get a chance, I'll show you this. I'll just reduce the brightness on my phone because my battery's dying. There we go. Meow. Yeah, she's back. She's pregnant and she didn't escape last night, so I've been worried quite a bit about her. I've been quite a bit worried. Ones. Oh, that should be a prominent one, so you know what you're running. Volts. But just make it as pretty or as basic as you want, really. I think knowing the temperature of your board's pretty important, so I'll make that stand out in red. We don't want it overheating. So that's basically what's important to me, so that's what I'm highlighting. Might not be to you. Yeah, on here, it'll show you the curve. So puff info, put your own name in there. Joking. So it might seem like a ball ache, but it really does improve the end effect. We'll make that red. I've reset mine so many times. You can't change the colour of the curve, I don't think. No. So it's going through, and it'll look fairly decent, although it does look fairly pixelated, it will look decent when it's uploaded to the mod. I am still relearning Photoshop, so I'm sure there's ways. I'll have a word with hip hop later on. I'm looking a little bit. I'm in and out, because I've got to pull my chat up on here. You're only going to see that in the corner because you cannot see it. So I am glancing now and again. I just think this is like quite an important little design function. It looks. That just vanished. That one good. No, it didn't. I just didn't click it. We'll have a look on there. I See, you don't have to change it all to black. That's just because it's making it stand out more. But there's about 6 or 7 screens. Just go through, make all the adjustments you need, then save it and upload it to your phone, not your phone, your device, sorry. This is like the thankless task, isn't it? But it does make it look good at the end. There we go. We'll scroll down. There's not many left now. Just bring a cuppa, go and get a brew. Start hammering questions and all sorts of random shit in the chat, and then when I finish this, I'll have something to absolutely grill you buggers about. Oh, that's quite a basic one, isn't it? Serial numbers, is anyone really interested in that bit in the patents? I think we could probably lose that screen, to be fair. Oh, we're nearly there, we're getting there. How many pages is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's quite a few. There's quite a few, isn't there? 11, I thought it was 7. There's 11. So we'll just keep adjusting these. The one I did last night was pretty cool. Because it was using all sorts of different color configurations in here. And that's in our Discord if anyone wants to use that. Feel very free because it's pretty wicked. It's all blood splatters and stuff. It looks cool. Curtains. I might just leave that grey because it is very grey, isn't it? Nobody's bothered. I'm sure, you know, the guys over at Evolver have been quite bothered about the patents, but why not? As long as it's genuine product, which we know it is, we aren't bothered. So yeah, the thankless task of doing this shit. But there might be a way to change this, so it's just like a control whatever, but I don't know it. It doesn't give you any hints on how to do that. So it's a click-a-thon. Then we'll leave that bottom on white. We'll leave that as atomizer. We can change that to red. Profile 1. I changed all the names of mine the other day and it was quite funny. Was to me anyway. Then you go through and change all of this and I'll change that to red as well. That's quite an important thing. Power 500 watts. It's quite important as well, isn't it? So we'll change that background. We'll change that to red. That's an important one. That's what we want to see. Also change that one if you're in the temp control and stuff. And these look like they're hidden. They're hidden. We could put random things in there if we wanted to. So what we're getting there now, I do believe that is it. Then we can put any other screens in, add a new screen. You can do all sorts of stuff in here. We could put a daily joke in if you wanted to. Indicator lights. So you can change it to whatever you want while it's firing. So you can have it red and then start messing about with the colour a bit on there. And then just okay, so now that's red when it's firing. When it's charging, you could have it on blue. Just do whatever you want, basically. I'll change that to red as well. Yeah, we'll change that and then change this to blue. I'm just wondering if I'll leave a slight difference in that. It'll change colour as it's doing it. Charge complete green. That's fine. So red when firing, blue when charging, green when complete. It's good to go. So we can apply that. We like that. So that's a theme. So now I need to find a charge cable. Oh, missing out on all the fun stuff. Is that a bad time to say you can select multiple boxes with control? It probably is, Graham. It probably is, mate. You absolute bollockhead. Right, now I need to find a charge cable. I did have one because I was using it last night. So I will be too. No, there it is. Just hidden around the back. We're good. Brian will have to lose some of it. We'll use that little light. We'll lose that. Watch, I'm going to pull the wrong thing out now. I need to check, see. I've only got 3 ports on here. So that is the camera. That is the mic. So we can lose that light for now. So from there, you want to plug in your device. I'll save the theme as well. I'll save it before I Hey, it works, man. If it works, it ain't broken. So I'm going to plug it into this one, which is the Odin. I'm going to plug it in that one. There we go. You should hear a bling because it's picking it up. So we're going to save this theme. Save theme. So we'll do evolve v1.2. Evolve blue. Triple L. And then we're going to upload settings to device. So while you're doing it, it does tell you on the device that it is uploading. So it is uploading on there. Just give it a while. And I'm sure it'll look very pretty, and I'll fling my light back on as soon as that's done. Got to have your blue. Just start again just for the thrills I will make, because it's been so riveting. It's just basic, isn't it? It's nearly done. It doesn't take long. It only takes about a minute. There we go. Right, so that is it. So now it's set. And I'll just change it to replay mode. I like a bit of replay mode. Mate, we started the Furious Vape. Someone's been stealing our shit. We started off the Furious Vape. Well, it's done. Right. I don't know if you can see that. You might be able to see it better when I put the light on. But it looks good. It looks good. The contrast on the button colours is fucking where it should be. I could do with making a change on that one, to be fair. I'll do that later. Where it is battery percentage and ohms, I've left that grey, and on that blue background you can't see it. So we can unplug that, get the beauty light back on, and start having a bit of crack and go back through chat. Then I might do a couple of website things, a couple of little things. My screen's going to get bigger any second, mate. I'm going to stop sharing. So that is that. And then I need to get back on StreamYard, of course. If I can find it. It's not that one. There, we're back in the room. I'll put a light on because you can't see a jack shit in here. There we go. Bit of light. We'll have a bit of light back on. Yay! So we have just created a profile. We've saved it. We've saved it onto the desktop, and we've uploaded it onto the device. I'll put the lock screen on so you can see. You can change how many clicks. You can change your unlock settings and all sorts. But this is just about design and not about function. Can we see it? I'll turn that light down a bit. That white light doesn't help. I change it to a nice mood light. There we go. Hopefully you'll see it. I'll post this. I'll post this in the Discord so you can see it a little bit better. Is what I'll do. That yellow light makes everything look yellow. It's all yellow. Let's see if we can change it again. I like that. We'll leave it at that. Change it back. So yes, that is how you change a design. Once I've had a word with Hip Hop, I might do a quick recorded one and post that out as well. So you can render things a little bit better, make them a little bit more rounded, I hope. So hopefully, hello cellular dweller. Prefer foreplay with the light off. Why? You need to be able to see what you're doing. That's so old school, Josh. Oh, we do like a little lilt. So yes, we're back in chat. Who's in? And I hope this is going to be of some use to people. You know, new people getting DNAs and stuff. Let's have a little see who's in here. So we've got Graham, we've got Hanky Panky, Hip Hop Juice. We have Nick from the Late Night Vape Show. I did that thing again. We did that thing again where I went mute for like a minute. I know that's not you, but I think you'll have to giggle at it. We've got Cellar Dweller, we've got Mr. Anderson, we've got Shrek, we've got all kinds in. I think we've got Shrek's polo shirts in. Chi-Chi's in. Yes, it's just nice to see regular faces. It's very Canadian Vaper. Hello, sir. How are you? That is what I pay $200 for to design my screen. You know, but the screens that come aren't that good, to be fair. And everyone likes a bit of personal. But you can do way more than just design on that software, the Escribe. You can set your profiles up so you can have a bit of curve action going on. I'm just in love with the replay. The replay function on the DNA is absolutely stunning. You just find your perfect hit and you keep going. A few days, but never bothered to change many screen designs, but we've all standard or Bogan. The Bogan theme's quite nice, to be fair. Let's have a look. All the best to you as well, Mr. Reaney. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. Turn the brightness down on the mod. That would have done it as well. Should be able to see that now because it's in the settings. System brightness. See if that's worked. See if that's if I can get it near the camera. That is. It just doesn't focus. It doesn't like to focus. But I've done that and I've done a blood splatter one, and I will put them in our Discord, both of them, so you can have a fiddle with you. All the best for 2023. 2022 will still be the vids. I do believe you. I do believe in you. It's going to continue, I reckon. It's going to be like from now until the end of time. People just need to get used to the idea. Stop hiding away and start fucking living. Bro, will be going to get me booster. Because there's just awkward fucks around, isn't there? You'll not be able to do anything. Forced into doing it. But yes, that is that section done. We have created our own little design and uploaded it successfully. And it's all functioning. It's all functioning. It's all good. New normal. But, you know, I'm sure I did a live where I was like, I told you so about 2 years ago saying all this. And it's all come true. It's all just a massive control ploy. Anyway, nice little bit of lilt. And the cat's all. So that's all good. A lot of shite. It is, most of it is a lot of shit. And there's no getting around it. 99% of the shit out there. I know people have died. So a hot tip to those, but it has been a massive control tactic. It really has. So yeah, might go in and do a bit of website stuff now. Show you the working platforms of the Wix. The Wix. Fake lilt. Mate, it's that fake lilt. It's the fake lilt from Lidl. But we've just been stealing pictures, you know, free pictures. For the basis of this tutorial, I suppose. But like, you don't have to use Photoshop. You're probably better off using Photoshop than I am because I'm shit. But I'm getting there. I'm getting a lot better. A lot better with the use of Photoshop. But there's some absolute wizards out there, and that's like kind of where I want to be in a year. Just to be able to grab shapes and make them look like reality. That's what I want to be at in a year's time. But you don't get that without practice. I can do the basics. I can make pretty pamphlets and stuff like that, and bottle design and stuff. But I want to get deep in the gubbins of Photoshop before the end of next year. And I'm guessing we're going to have a lot of time to do that after New Year. We'll see. We shall see. Right, I need to open my Wix. Yeah, there's our free bubbles. I'll do a screen share again. You might as well. You know, you can see some back end shit. We were on with this all last night. Show you a bit of back end stuff. Creating a website isn't as hard as you think it is. And we'll do a share screen. Go share screen again. I don't want to share the system audio. Nope. And I'll close this down because that's what we do. So there's the bubbles we stole. We'll close that tab. Go back in. The fundamentals of websitery isn't that hard. Obviously, we've just been adding loads of like really cool clothing from around the globe last night, and that was quite a little challenge on its own. But we'll have a look. We'll have a look. Where were we at? You don't show them. Don't show them. So we've been in building a lot of functionality. So I'll show you. So font and everything have changed, so it's a lot more readable, which is good. I think that was the only negative feedback we had because a lot of it, it's not very good for your internationals, let's say. So we've changed it. So the majority of the fonts are very visible now. But on the clothing, if you just click on the clothing, you can click on all the different brands. I've done a lot of backstage stuff, I suppose. So yeah, there's all of this, and then we did a pretty thing because obviously we screen print all of ours. So there's all of that, just a bit of gubbins about that. But on this on the bottom, like pretty cool band, DGK, Diamond Supply Co. They're all fucking amazing brands. But if you click on each of those, it'll take you to a separate hidden page with all of their products on. So if you click on that, it takes you to say all. Some of them only have a few on. Like Cortina only has one. So it's been working on functionality, making things a lot easier for people. And wonder what happens when you click on ours. Nothing, because I didn't connect it. I like the otherness. That's a pretty cool brand. The otherness. Click back on clothing. But it's looking pretty. It's looking pretty. Chris has introduced all these. I've never heard of these brands, to be fair. And Magenta. I know that because of last night. It's a skateboard company in Europe. And pretty nice hoodies on there, and they're very, very expensive. But we've made sure that our prices are cheaper than everyone else's because we're a bit, yeah. So on there, I found out last night that under Liquid Info, we were missing one. And it was this little bucket here, Marv's Demise. So every liquid we do has its own kind of backstory. And our custard, our world famous custard now, didn't have one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add one in right now. So we'll go for image. Upload it, try not to find any naughty pictures on my device. So being very busy. It was a late night last night, and I'll get back to chat in a second. Where is? There it is. The picture I photoshopped it today and made quite pretty and unique. I like being arty. So we're going to add that to the page. We'll add that in. And you should see it all. And there's going to be a link to it, the story of Marv's. So we'll stretch this out. Just really make it obnoxious and massive. So we'll stretch it out so it's full screen. Nearly there, nearly there, nearly there. Oh, there we go. So that's our Marv. That's our Marv right there. And I'll just add a bit of fontage in there. I should really have me comments open, but I haven't. I'll just quickly do this. So cheeky, this is the mango strawberry custard, the disappearing mango. And we'll change that to white. Might have to select that again. No, I've done the wrong thing there. I want the actual font color to be white. That would help. That would be helpful. Mighty helpful. If it even would. Tell you what, I think we're having a glitch. We'll do it again. Edit text. I want it white. There we go. So from there, you can do absolutely all sorts of stuff. It's just like any other kind of Word platform where you can just change your font or whatever you fancy. So we'll do it with, no, that looks a bit too, no. Quite like that. Quite like that, so we'll make that bigger. And fancy all this up later. Where's it gone? Ah, it's probably gone behind the image. It's probably gone behind the image. I'll bet there's loads of font behind this. Let's have a look. No, there's not. Where did you go? These are all the joys. These are all the joys of making myself look like an amateur. Why am I having so many issues today? I want text. It's not plain ball. Change it to white again. To make sure it's not disappearing. Now I've not double clicked anything. We'll put it out that way. Out that way. And then I'll keep it simple for now. You can do all sorts, make it spinning. Ooh. Bouncing. We don't want it bouncy. I quite like that though. We'll leave it like that. The more stuff you do though, the slower the page becomes. So it's best not to fuck around too much. Make it a bit bigger. Put it across like that. That's quite nice. It should look good. And then I'll put a bit of a story in there later about Marv and his disappearance. What do I need to do with that? I need to check to make sure it's the same on mobile mode. We're all getting the insights. So it doesn't always work out. To how you'd want it. See what I mean? About the writing there, that's changed, so I'll have to change it for mobile mode as well. And then save. Then there'll be a link in there to a big backstory about Marv, because there's going to be a lot more flavours around Marv and his disappearance. So that'll do. Publish. Done. Now stop the sharing. Come back and just cut some shit with you guys. Where are we? There we are. I can always see you in chat, Shrek. You just can't see me. But yes, interesting backstage stuff. How to do a bit of Escribe and make something pretty. Google above the fold SEO, so you may want to rethink what you're doing. I'll have a word with you later on that as well, Ned. The field SEO. I've missed out on so many things. You can hear sequels, you can. DNA life. I mean, I've had DNAs all the time, but I've never managed to. In the back end, yes, we do like it in the back end. A man after my own heart, loving it in the back end. It won't be bad. Nobody would follow the rules next year. It would. Yes. I think everyone is in the same kind of. Did you get a notification? I don't know, Fletch. Can you hear bones? Little ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. Pretty much. Chris set as a task for Marv's. Said, right, we want to get like dark, and it was supposed to be like old school, like New York gangster shit going on. But I kind of changed it a little bit to even before that, like on a farm before then. And basically the Marv is a very naughty, mischievous fucking mango that goes around like slaughtering people. And he's like a serial killer. So on this episode, Marv's gone missing, and that's Marv's custody. He magically disappears, and you get that with the liquid. So with the liquid, I had to make sure that the mango was kind of muting itself out. You can taste it initially, but then it kind of vanishes. The cats go wild at the sequels outside. Kill them all. Mate, I don't know what I'm talking about most of the time. I don't know. It's just the way it is. It's the way it is. I can't believe I managed to do that in under an hour. That's good. That's good. We did have a couple of blunders, courtesy of me. We could do Shreddy if it depends, mate. It depends on what's going down, because I've got some lab time to get in. Oh yeah, that's Marv. Yeah, Marv's demise. It's our custard. It's our take on a custard, and the mango just makes it like really, really glossy, really glossy, and it just vanishes. After about 4 pulls, it's like, where's the mango gone? It's still creamy and delicious. New cold flavors coming out. I can pretty much make any of them cold, man. As a special for you guys. But we are going to have more custards coming out next year as well. And probably by February, we'll have another 3 custards joining the lineup. But cold flavors, we do have some. There's no actual like chill your teeth kind of flavors at the minute. But like I say, I can do that on most of the flavors we've got if you ever need any more. So just make sure you drop us a message and we can get that sorted out. So we have quite a few fruit flavors. Value custard, mate. Value custard. Just custard has always been one of my staples. And I've kind of, since we did Marv's, I should have kept going with that. I should have kept going. And made a lovely mint custard and like strawberry custard and stuff. But yes, we are going to do more custards because it's got it nailed. So it would be nice to get more custards. Near value of custard eye. So we have a lot of custard. We have a lot of custard fans. We do have a lot of custard fans, and anyone that's tried Marv's does know They know it's good, man. More trifles. Mate, Chris set me a task last February to make a trifle, and I still haven't gotten around with it. And it was a charity stream, and he paid us to make it, and I still haven't done it. But it went to charity, so hey ho. Hi. Someone's not impressed. Is that the trifles? I think it probably is. I have heard it's very, very good, Nevins. Very good trifle. Oh. So now you've done one, we kind of can't. If we go back to February, you'll see. But I'm still not going to do it. It might be a trifle, but it won't be a traditional kind of trifle as we know it. A hell of a lot more abstract, and Chris has some magical ideas, man. It's just being able to make them happen is another question. So we will do a trifle, but it won't be a traditional trifle. So yes, busy times ahead, and it's going to be a very, very busy January because getting all these custards ready. Oh, fucking yes! Hang on, I'll screenshot that. We talked about this before, didn't we? Having another mix-off. Date, time, done. But I'm not going to be properly free till about March time. So I've got a lot of other things going on in the background. Mint cake is spearmint and peppermint. Just sort of blowing it out of the water there. Blowing out the water. All the secrets. Trifle need booze in it to be a real trifle. I do agree. Like an old, was it brandy wedding trifle? They were just going to send in trifle and said, done. Yes. An actual birds trifle. But when it comes to trifle, birds trifle, or the modern day, I like the old birds ones with the dream topping, and then horrible fingers, sponge fingers that were they didn't quite fully soak up, but they were nice. They were grainy, had a bit of texture to them. Fucking fight time, sherry trifle, king of boozers, could do it. Do a sherry trifle, but I don't want to. I think I'll go with the abstract mix of a completely different style kind of thing. Oh my word! Stretching wants to get in it. That recipe is worth hundreds. The old birds trifle, mate, is worth millions. Birds taking over the trifle realm, bastards. And it's whatever price you put it, mate. If you think your recipe, if you ever go down to South, you do recipes, you do your one shots and stuff. It's however much you value it at, isn't it? So if someone approaches it, can you do as a recipe? What's it worth to you? 100%. What's it worth to you? How much revenue is it going to give you? And then we'll discuss the creative process. Time. People don't account for time when it comes to these kind of things. You might be sat down for 30 hours making a recipe up at a minimum about 30 hours. Mate, that's a good price for a single flavour. 750 quid. Fucking take my money. 50 grand, then we'll talk. Just appreciate your time. A lot of people don't. I've had people try and approach me and ask me to make their shop recipes and stuff, and it's mate, you have no idea. You have no idea the kind of shit you have to do to make that recipe, and individual to them and to their spec. It's like any kind of design work, isn't it? And if you've got to do all the labels and stuff behind it, there's even more involved. You start with the spec and work from there, and try not to let costs go mental. You're actually creating a fully fledged end product. So, on that note, I hope you've enjoyed the little road trip we did down the Escribe software. Made some of the best mixes are just like shit thrown off a wall. So yeah, I can feel that. I can feel that. Jam roly poly off. Mate, I'll tell you what. Yeah. Mate, just do what you can. Do what you can. If you keep doing shelling 750 every time you get a new recipe for other people, do it. But yeah, jam roly poly, man. If I don't screenshot these, I'll lose them in the ether. So I'll do a screenshot of that one as well. I've got my feet up here with my little pajama bottoms on. So jam roly poly. I'm going to do that one. A nice suet pudding. Nice suet pudding. That might be a nice one to have a little sample about playing with over the next couple of weeks. Relatively simple, but it's trying to make it not cakey, isn't it? You don't want it cakey, you want it like quite doughy, stodgy, so you're going down the bread rather than the cakes. Yeah, totally doable. Totally doable. And Nevins has one. Nevins has one. I've never seen you on here, Nevins. Let's have a look-see. Let's have a look-see at Nevins. That's not it. Oh, the cat's gone mental. Can you hear it growling? We'll do a screen share again. Screen share. Share screen. And then we want to be on e-liquid calculator. Yeah, I think I've absolutely fried my computer today. It's just doing a lot, man. It's doing a lot. What are you just under there as Nevins, mate? Nevins. I'll try searching for Nevins. This is how much I'm aware of these things. Nevins. Banana nut cookie sounds nice. Someone's copying your recipes. Don't fuck with me. Oh, I'm interested in that one. Let's have a look at that. We don't want to watch an ad. Don't fuck with me. That's a donut, marshmallow, strawberry, cream. Nice. Oh, you bastard. Strawberry jam VBA. My favourite. My favourite. Note on that, fried crispy donut with strawberry jam and Twinkie cream. Sounds very, very nice. When I go back, I want to go and have a look. Is Nevin still in chat? Fair flavour, please, oot. DC on the Alash get a real job. Absolutely, man. I want to go and let's have a look. What was that jam roly poly recipe that you've done, mate? What's that called? It's nice to celebrate good things. Right, I'm going to go to page 10 and beyond. Butterface. I did a recipe called Butterface. You bastard. You did it well before me, though. About 3 years. I'm sorry if I'm not catching up in chat. I'm just having a good old nosy. I want to find this. I need to look in chat. Sort by rating. Let's have a look. See. We're having a lot of buffering issues tonight. I hope that the chat isn't spamming up too much. Lemon meringue pie, the best yet. Nick Brosier custard, scone. Barista Blue Brew. Didn't they? I'm sure who released their coffee recipe a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago maybe. I think they released it on DIY with Die. I saw it pop up and I was looking at it, I was thinking, oh. I do try and keep me ears in. Sugar cookie V1, yes. Honeycomb custard. I'm gonna have to start making up some of your mixes, mate. I'm gonna have to. Ah, right. Yeah, Manchester. Whose ex is that? Probably one of mine, mate, to be fair. Probably one of mine. What am I missing out on here? I'm gonna have a look at more recipes by Nevins. Adapt. 30 positive ratings. Let's adapt this and change it in one. Using a one shot. Cheater. But it's not like. Number one tart by BDA. Lemon Sicily. Yes, nice. I wouldn't have thought of that. The cookie. Blabber pie. This is where, like, I think it was Graham was saying it, that a lot of people try and deconstruct things from the arse end up, where there's much better flavourings out there now. Pudding base, flapper pie. Yes. A banger off the shake. The FA Lemon Sicily definitely adds that extra something to the lemon, and the bakery's perfect. Loved what the flapper pie is doing here for the creamy toasty notes. Just a well-rounded, beautifully delicious recipe. I will update in a few days if any changes. Did he go on to update? No, he didn't. Mustn't have changed, just beautiful. I really need to get more involved with this DIY community thing, man. I really do. There is a few comments on there, Nevins, you're right. It's just time served, isn't it? You've served your time in the DIY realm. You've done well. And you know what salad well sitting in. Unique trifle flip, that's not just custard and strawberry and cream. That would be interesting at Nevins. We're just talking about this. We were just talking about that. Oh, spongy fingers. That's disgusting. But yes, I think I'm going to head off because I've got to do some cooking now. I'm going to make some enchiladas and probably just watch shit telly for a couple of hours before my partner comes home. I might do some mixing. I might do a little bit of mixing later. And hopefully, what day is it today? Friday. We should have a live tomorrow with me and Chris, where we're going to launch question 3 of the big Krampus competition before it's beyond Christmas. It's, the 12 days of Christmas. So we've got till tomorrow. Easy. And then we'll give people a month to enter. And then we'll give away some really nice shits. And make that available worldwide. How's about that? How would you like those apples? Custard V1. Fucking absolutely. Absolutely great. New Year's Eve. It's New Year's Eve today. Why did he say the 12 days of Christmas if Christmas is the 25th? Where did he start that shit? I don't know. It's not something I've looked into. I'm not usually very festive. But I'm starting the 12 days from the 25th, so that gives us until at least the 7th. There we go. We are still within the 12. We're still in the Christmas period. There we go. So we're going until the 4th to release the final question and absolutely open this competition open. So, no sweat. We can do that. Me and Chris will do a live tomorrow. And you can see Chrissy Poo's face, unless he's busy. We'll see. If not, it'll just be me, sideways paid, with his lovely little blood splattered DNAs and a bubbly ocean one. See, that's probably nothing's ever perfect, and you know this. You might revisit that in 6 months ago. Actually, I know what'll work really well in there. Like, fuck. This new flavour's really fucking hitting a spot as soon as you come out. That'll work amazing in there. Nothing's ever final. So when people complain about finalised recipes only on places like ELR, I've never put a finalised recipe out there yet. The finalised recipes go into production. All the love. But yes, I'm gonna head off, go and start cooking enchiladas because it's really hard, frying up some mince and putting some spices in and then putting it in the oven with cheese. It's really hard to do. So I need probably about 20 minutes to make those. So I hope everyone has hopefully enjoyed it. Thanks for coming in chat and just having a bit crack with us. It's been nice seeing you little fuckers interact, and it's just been lovely. So yes, DNA hard. DNA. So if you're looking for a tutorial on DNA250c's, how to change the screens and that, you're in the right place. So make sure you give it a thumbs up, because I want to be YouTube famous bitches. And just have a great couple of days, and we'll see you tomorrow. You're getting spoiled. You're getting live lounge chucked in your eyes. So I will catch you all soon. Stay safe. Have fun. Just fucking be nice humans, eh? Be nice people. See you all in a bit.